Good evening, teasers. Good evening, teasers. How y'all doing today? Welcome back to my channel, University with Marie. Who am I? University with Marie. I am Marie, guys. How's everyone doing this evening? I hope everyone is well. Guys, I want to give a special shout out to the sponsors of this channel, meaning that my members. I really appreciate you guys. And the shout out to the subs as well, the other teasers as well. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. Thank you all newcomers that have subbed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and take a look and see who's in the house. You know what? Let's go ahead and do an intro, shall we? Again, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you all for coming. Let's go ahead and do a little intro so we can go ahead and see if anyone else is going to come into the house, shall we? All right. Hi, guys. Hello there. Welcome back to my channel, University with Marie. How's everyone doing? Y'all know I am Marie. It's so good to see everyone. Let's see who's in the house, shall we? Hello, y'all. I was actually rocking to the intro, guys. Thanks, guys. Let's just see who's in the house for now. We have Speak to Your Girl, Marcella. Hello there. In and over glow. Thank you so much for coming. Who's that lady? Hello. I hope you got your notification this time. Guys, please continue to double check. Make sure that you have the all notifications bell on, guys, so we can make sure you guys can make sure that you get the notifications. I would really appreciate that. And also double check if you're subbed as well. E. Monique, thank you so much for coming. Thanks to everyone who's here. Also, the folks in the clouds, thank you so much for coming. Hopefully you drop down today. Let's get to the story, shall we? Now, the first thing we're going to talk about today, because I don't want to keep you guys long. First thing we want to talk about today is who? Mr. President Biden. President Biden. Let's go ahead and pull up the story, guys. Do you guys know that he is considering legalizing what? The stuff that everyone likes to have fun with right these days, right? He is actually thinking about legalizing it. He's also thinking about what? Pardoning everyone that's in there for possession of it. Isn't that awesome? Because, and the reason why I say it's awesome, I know it's a crime now, but honestly, I believe that if they legalize that, then maybe folks won't go to other different type of substances as well. I think it's great. I really do think that it's awesome that he's doing this. Hi, let's talk with love. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining us. Everyone hit that like button for Marcella, right? Thank you so very much. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and present the screen here so we can talk about Mr. Biden right quick. I just think President Biden is awesome. He's doing it because he's the man, right? He is the man. Just like he told that mayor and that governor down there in Florida, nobody else with President Biden. That's what he said. I said, well, go ahead on there, President Biden. Tell him what you're working with. Guys, is this TMZ? Dang it. Yes, it is. Ooh, I don't think I can share that one, y'all. However, I'm just going to go ahead and touch on the story, okay? Again, President Biden is really considering legalizing the good stuff, okay? He's considering legalizing the good stuff. So, how do you guys feel about that? Put a lip gloss in the chat if you think that it's cool that he is legalizing the trees, the special trees. I think it's great. I think that there are so many folks, just people all over in jail for possession for a little bit of nothing. And they are giving folks 10, 20, 15, 20 years for it, right, guys? They are. So I just think it's awesome that these guys and gals will be able to go to their families, come to their families pretty soon, because he is really considering it, guys. So I am so excited that he just took it upon himself. He said, quote unquote, I don't see anything wrong with a little WEED. Okay. So go ahead on, President Biden, honey. You know you're going to get the vote next year from a lot of these folks out here, because I'm thinking about, I would say, a very large percentage of folks around here that are smoking it, right? It is a very large amount percentage of folks that smoking it, including senior citizens, including my daddy. He smokes it faithfully. But you know what? I'm honestly, guys, I don't know how long you've been on my channel, but I had different lives where I talk about my past, where my father and mother were addicted to other substances, hardcore substances. Now he's not on any of that stuff. He doesn't even smoke cigarettes. So I'm glad if he has to just, smoke a little trees every now and then. Hey, I don't have a problem with that, right? I don't. Hi, Norris Tony. How are you doing, baby? We need to drag. Everyone hit that like button, please. Okay, so again, guys, watch the news tonight. It was on CNN earlier, and it was in my story as well. Mr. Biden, President Biden, the good old President Biden, is legalizing what? The trees. Pretty soon here. He's also dedicated to releasing folks, pardoning folks that's in there for possession. Doesn't make any sense. They try to hide us, behind a little nothing. So and give them a record behind a little bit of nothing. So I am just grateful for that. I really am. And this will give them a chance. Once they do get released, it will give them a chance to get a real job, and to just, survive financially. So I think it's great, guys. Hi, who's that lady? She said, I read the pardon, those convicted of simple possession. Right. Simple possession. I'm telling you, down here in Texas, we have a sign here in Texas. It says, as soon as you hit the door of Texas, it says, don't mess with Texas. Right? And guess what? If they catch you with a little bit of something, guess what? They give you a lot of time for nothing. They do. Well, now here in Houston, I'm lying. Here in Houston, they have passed a law that if you have less than, I think, an ounce of the trees, then you'll get a ticket, And so now you see all these guys running around, guys, with the little sweet swishers on the back of their ear. They just walk around proud with the little switch behind their ear. Every time you will see, hood guys walking around with a cigarette behind their ear. Now they have what? The switches behind their ear. So again, I'm just grateful that, they are not locking up so many young men for a simple possession. You're right. Who's that lady? So I'm very thankful for that. She says nothing wrong with it since it's legal in most states. Right. It's just Texas was doing a folio, right? Again, you see what he told that mayor down there in Florida. And that governor, he was trying to let him know, take heed, sir. Don't nobody mess with me. I said, tell him, Biden, and tell him, where's all your money, sir, that you used to send all these Hispanics every which way, trying to be funny. Now you don't have any emergency funds. What are you going to do? But I know President Biden is going to go ahead and, care for the people down there. But, sir, you were wrong for that. They need to get in your behind. Since you did that, spend millions of dollars trying to be funny. It's not funny, sir. Now Florida's torn up. You see how things work, guys? I'm just saying, karma is a what? Big. We already know that. Let's go to the next story, shall we? The second thing I want to talk about, because these topics that I'm talking about today, guys, they are really trending, and they are trending hard. I'm like, yes, let's get into it. I want to gossip. The next one I want to talk about, let's go to the mayor in New Orleans. Honey, she is something else. Do y'all know who knows what the mayor of New Orleans did? What she did, yeah. What did she do? Yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look. Whoever knows what she did, go ahead and put it in the chat. What she did, this mayor of New Orleans. Baby, she is something else. She is. Where is her story? Hold on. Oh, here she is right here. Now, this story is coming to us via Radar Online, guys. Radar Online. Her name is LaToya Cottrell. She, basically, the title of, I'll go ahead and share it with you guys. Let me see if I shared it. Yes, I did. Okay. Basically, Miss LaToya, Mrs. Cottrell, look at her. Girl, oh my goodness, look at her. Lord forgive me. She may need an umbrella or something when she step out the door. I'm not sure, but that woman is. Anyway, it says here, New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cottrell promises to pay back $30,000 of taxpayers' funds she used for first-class flights after claiming the economy is unsafe for Black women. Really, ma'am? Do y'all not see this? She used over $30,000 for private first class flights. We know she's using the money for other things. We know this allegedly. But this is what she has got busted on so far. She has taken over $30,000. Now, answer this. I don't think New Orleans is even really built all the way back yet. How they say building it back better. I don't think they have built New Orleans all the way back yet. Here you are, ma'am, spoiling yourself. Look at that necklace that she has on. Is that a Chanel? Because if it is, let me know in the chat if that's a Chanel necklace. But the point is, she's using the good old the good old citizens taxpayer money to take private jets where she has to go. And I'm sure she has went on vacation with her husband and her family. Ma'am, you are wrong for that. Why is it that certain people, when they get into a position, a half-ass powerful position, that they choose to F off the money, mess over the money? It doesn't make any sense. Do themselves, get in trouble. I don't understand that. I don't know if you guys recall when the judge, when they had to drag that judge out the courthouse. She basically, what she did was she gave her brother, who was an ex-correction officer, some documents from the state and the government so he could keep his job. And they basically arrested her for that. And they charged her with it. And guess what? She had to go to what? Jail. She did not want to go to jail. So they did what? Dragged her right out the courthouse. You see that? And you are a whole judge, ma'am. And you run your whole livelihood, your whole career of your brother, who, from what I understand, is that he did a lot of things wrong. He was very sneaky up in this corrections office. He was a sneaky correction officer. So, ma'am, you shouldn't have done that. I know that's your brother. I know that's blood, but ma'am, you should have considered your livelihood and your integrity. Right, guys? Let me see if there's any comments. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. She says, that's a Mattel necklace. Guys, I want to introduce Shady Shannon. Hey, Miss Barbara Warren, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining, guys. Yes. So this woman got drug out the courthouse because her brother was doing something, he had no business doing. So getting back to the point, this mayor, Mr. Latrell, she didn't took over $30,000 for private flights. Ma'am, you shouldn't have done that. Why is it that you got in this position and you just had to what? Run it. And you know how they say one bad apple spoils the whole bunch? Sometimes that is the case, guys, right? That is the case. Most times that is the case. They already don't want to hire us. And here you are in the office and you using these people money. You know them people going to do the fool over their money. You know they're going to do the foolie over their money. BJ says condolences, and Norris. I'm sorry if something happened, Norris. My apologies, Norris. If something happened, I'm so sorry it happened, sir. I will go back up into the chat to see, but hope everything is going okay. Cynthia Green, how are you doing? Shannon says it's a Barbara Mattel necklace that she has on. Hopefully so. Hopefully she did not use those taxpayers' money to what? Purchase that necklace, Shannon. Cynthia Green said it's not right, but all politicians do it. It's only the black ones that get what? Put on blast. You're absolutely right, Cynthia. That's why you should not do anything for them to question your integrity, right? As a black woman or a black man, you should not do anything for them to question your integrity, because guess what? They're going to catch you just like they caught the police officers and stuff down here that was being dirty. So you're absolutely right, Cynthia. They all do it, but we are the only ones that get caught. We are. You're absolutely right on that. She had to say, hello, Maria. I thought I saw an Adam's apple. Well, let's go back to that picture and see, ma'am, you are wrong for that. She just dead wrong for that. Man, why did you do that? Why? And New Orleans is already not, well, it is a great city for tourists, but as far as the people that live there, the community, ma'am, the economy is not all that for them. But for the state in general, the casinos and the tourist spots are great, but it's not going into the pockets of these folks. Here you are taking $30,000 out their pockets just to fly where you want to fly, ma'am. And look at you, look at that woman. I don't know. It's just something about her face. Put it in the chat if you know exactly what, you can tell there's something going on. If you see something going on, let me know in the chat. But I do see something going on here with this lady, Latrell. I do. Says that New Orleans Mayor Latoya Cottrell came under fire for her first-class air travel accommodations and is now vowing to pay it back. Ma'am, what everybody say when they get caught stealing? I was going to pay for it. Oh, I got the money. I'm going to pay it back. Ma'am, you were not intended on paying that money back until they what busted your behind. So please pay it back, ma'am. Hopefully they'll take these funds and donate it for food and things of that nature because we know that inflation is getting bad and they don't want to admit it. So hopefully they'll donate it to the community. She spent $30,000 on flights per Radar Online. Shout out to Radar Online. She says the city attorney determined that Cottrell is indeed a city employee and therefore obliged by policy to look for the most affordable fares or reimburse the city for the special expenses, leading her to speak out. She looked for the highest plane ride she can, plane ticket that she could get. Did she not? Just like a ninja. I'm sorry, ma'am, you're wrong for that. You should have done that. I know you wanted to roll like the big dogs and everything, but if you were a true mayor, if she was a true mayor, she would consider, saving that money, right? Being efficient, not splurging. She should have been thinking being efficient and diligent. But no, this woman just splurged, basically said, hey, I'm the mayor, and guess what? I'm going to ride first class. I don't give a damn who say anything about it, but you're busted, ma'am. So it says here, based on a policy review, however, I would have to reimburse, she told reporters. Look, she's trying to slide, wiggle her way out of it. I would have to reimburse as if she hasn't done anything wrong. She's lucky they did not charge her with anything, embezzling or anything. She's very lucky for that. It says, so I'm moving forward to do that. I bet you are, ma'am. And guess what? Please, New Orleans, don't vote for her again. Do not vote for her again because she's sneaky. She is sneaky. What do y'all say, chat? She is very sneaky. And let me know if I'm talking too loud, guys. Got a big mouth. So let me just stop sharing this. Let me know what y'all think about Miss Latrell. Miss Latrell say she fits to ride like a baller on the plane. Now, you could have put that money elsewhere within the community, right? She could have. Okay. Shannon is saying, let me take a look at the chat here. Shannon is saying she lost everything over $30,000. Black folks always getting the low money, white folks still over the course of years. Come on, y'all. Like we said, it's in within all the politics. It's political. We know this. It's just there. It's it's there. But however, like someone said, we're the ones who always get busted. And guess what? You know why we're the only ones getting busted? Because they are investigating us as soon as we hit the door. They are investigating us as soon as we hit the door, right, guys? Right. Cynthia Green said, where the hell is she going? Not to the beauty shop. Botox probably, huh? I don't think she's had any Botox for that mug, Cynthia. I don't think she's had any Botox, really, because she does have really bad acne scars, allegedly. She does. So I don't think she's getting Botox because I don't see it. She said, charge it to my head, Eve. Okay. She says here, a water, LOL, who's that lady? She said, I really appreciate you, Queen. Thank you, Norris Torres. I do love you. I'm not sure what's going on, but I do want to go back up. Shannon says, thank God I couldn't take that bad Michael Jackson bleach job anymore. Right? Yes. And you can see this lady, like I said, there's something going on there. Because if you go look at her previous pictures, guys, her previous photos prior to her becoming the mayor, she was a chocolate woman. She was, allegedly. She was. That's right, Shannon, stupid shit. Okay, guys, let's go ahead on and move on. Let's see. She said if she was smart, she would have gotten them lasers. That's why she would have lasered those scars instead of trying to brow like a baller. Right, guys? That's craziness to me. But she did it. She has done it. And guess what? The folks in New Orleans don't play. You see how they were about the projects down there when they were knocking down the projects. Those folks were fighting. Those people were fighting. So guess what, ma'am? You can hang it up. I don't believe they're going to vote for you next term unless you make good on that and add some to the community. Then the community will go ahead and take care of you. Right, guys? I love you, Norris. I really do. Okay, guys, let's go ahead to the next story. Any comments? Let me know. Put it in the comments, guys. Like I said, that story is trending too. I was like, no, you did not, ma'am. Now, you became the mayor and you doing this, ma'am? Why? It's so much money there in New Orleans. Why you have to think that? No. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and present to the next story here, guys. I said, I have to get on here and talk about this stuff because this is craziness. It really is. The next story, let's see who we're going to do here. Guys, this particular story that I'm going to do is going to be a trigger warning, okay, guys? It's going to be a trigger warning. So, trigger warning, guys, trigger warning for this story, okay? What does the title say here? The heading says of this article, it says 2 Chick-fil-A employees fired after video appears to show one of them having something extra her mouth into the batter. Yes. They terminated to Chick-fil-A. Now, mind you, not dumbing down McDonald's and Burger King, but this is Chick-fil-A. Well, these two sickos spit in the darn batter. They did. Let's go ahead and take a look at the story. Just nastiness, right, guys? Disgusting. Put a lip gloss in the chat. If you think it's disgusting, it is very disgusting for these folks to do this. They are wrong for this. They really are. Let me get back to the story. Okay, here it says the operator for the West Memphis, this happened in West Memphis, Arkansas store, where the video was reportedly filmed, said the employee and the one who filmed it were fired. They were only fired for this, guys. I didn't want to show the video because the video probably would make everyone just go ahead and gag right here and basically vomit. But the point is, they were only fired. I would have filed charges on them. And guess what, guys? Some of those folks may come back and say, I got ill because y'all put this story out there. I was there that day when it happened. Right, guys? They may get several lawsuits put on them because of these silly ass women. Excuse my friend, very silly for this. It says Chick-fil-A said 2 employees have been fired after disturbing video out of the West Memphis store went viral. That video, I guess it should have went viral, but whoever brought the video out, I don't think you should have put that up. I really don't. It says the video shows what happened, what appears to be 2 Chick-fil-A employees reportedly spitting in the chicken batter while another employee watched. And so the other employee was videoing this, guys. Isn't that sickening? At Chick-fil-A. The operator of the store responded on their Facebook page saying, we have been made aware of the video circulating on social media depicting behavior of a team member that is completely unacceptable. We have identified the team member as well as the one filming and have terminated an employee effectively immediately. I would have called the police. I would have had them arrested because who knows what type of, I would have had them check at the doctor, right, guys? Like I said, I do have the video here, but it is disgusting, and I just refuse to show it because it's just gross. It's just nastiness. Let's see if y'all have any comments. She said, Marvin CB say, eat at home, y'all, as much as you can. Right. At this time, guys, you all really need to be eating at home. And when you eat at home, you eat what? A little bit more healthier instead of going out there getting fast food, right? You can eat vegetables, chicken, whatever you want to eat at home. But don't try your best not to go out, and not for that reason only, but financially. You have to save all you can, save your cash, everything. Guys, I don't know if you have noticed that in several states, the credit cards and EBTs and all these different electronic cards, what you need to swipe to buy things, guess what? It is not work. They go down, and they go down for hours. What are you going to do at that point? That's why it's good to what? Have cash on hand, guys. Try to have cash on hand. Try to save as much as you can, guys. That's all I'm saying. Norris Tony said, oh no, who's that lady say? Nasty witch. Really? Yes, she did. And per the video, she was stirring this batter. And I'm sure what this batter was for, but this one was stirring this batter, and then she proceeded to do that. And I almost fainted, honestly. I literally almost fainted after I seen that. I was like, nasty. Same thing you said, Miss Who's That Lady? Nasty cow. Nasty cow. You are. It says here, she says, I had a Chick-fil-A today, and now I'm on the exercise bike at the gym, pedaling them fries off. Well, pedal them out. At least you're not in West Memphis, man, with them disgusting chicks down there doing something evil, doing all this nastiness, just nasties. Just disgusting. She said, just imagine what they do off camera. Absolutely. Who's that lady? And that's another thing, guys. I don't talk any shh. When I go to the window, I hope you guys don't either. Don't talk to these people at the drive-thru window. Don't do that. Be as nice as possible to these people. Be as nice as possible when you're ordering your food, because guess what? They are going to do you. I have seen specials on that, on television, on cable, and it's sickening. The things that they do with your food when you're rude to them. So don't even send your food back here. You better eat it. Don't send it back saying, oh, this is not well enough, or it's not. I actually for real. Hell no, don't send it back. Because it's a great possibility that they can do something nasty like these nasty sickos did. Okay. Cynthia says, I don't do fast food anymore. I don't trust these kids. Right. Because these kids they're so lax with their work. Right. They're like so danger. They don't have any responsibility. A lot of them don't have kids. So they don't give a damn. They just want to go in there and get their check, work a little bit to get their check and step out the door. Right. So, take that into consideration, right, Cynthia? Take that into consideration. These kids don't care about nothing. They really don't. They don't respect their adults. So what makes you think they're going to respect your food? It's not like they're going in there, I'm going to make this perfect India. No, they don't care. They really don't. Hey, Star Pepper, how are you doing? Shannon, hi. She said, yes, Norris jail. They should be in jail, but I have a feeling that they're going to end up filing charges. Reason why is because, again, they're going to have some people come out and file lawsuits. They're going to say, I was so sick that day. They're going to go to their doctor and say, can you give me a doctor's note for this date? And if the doctor is cool, guess what? If the doctor give them a doctor's note saying that they're sick, guess what? There's a lawsuit right there. And what are they going to do? Settle? Because this video has went viral. Everybody has seen it. Everyone has witnessed this. So, Chick-fil-A, y'all, I trusted Chick-fil-A. I really did, guys. My pleasure. My pleasure. Can it be your pleasure to get them up out of there and put cameras on them while they're back there cooking and making people food? That's craziness to me. She said they should have made her eat they should have made her eat the batter. Absolutely right. They should have made her and the employees that were in on it sit there and eat every bit of it. That would have been their punishment. You're absolutely right, E. Monique. And we're not being evil or anything. We're just making them accountable for what they've done. They need to send them to jail. They need to do something else besides firing them. It's just disgusting. It is. She said, they know me by my name. She said, they know you by your name. I'm guilty. Fridays and Saturdays, I don't want to cook. And I totally understand that. Hi, AT2. How are you doing, kind sir? Thank you for joining. Shout out to AT2. I love him so much. Oh, my goodness. AT2. Oh, my goodness. He just gets all my money. He does. Okay, guys. Anybody else have any comments on this Chick-fil-A? This is craziness. They actually videoed this girl spitting in the batter with her nasty ass. Excuse my French. She's nasty. And you can tell she doesn't keep herself up, whoever this girl was, because her hair was all over her head. She looked a hot mess. Don't care, just sickening. And if you see the video, you guys can go and watch the video yourself. It's on, this particular video came from ABC 24. So I'm sure you will find it because that video is viral. But again, guys, trigger warning before you look at that, because it's disgusting. It is. She says, West Memphis is not too far from me. They are country and ghetto. They're country ghetto. Oh, my goodness. Are you serious? Who's that lady? Well, they're country ghetto and they're country what? Nasty over there on that side, too. They are. Let me just be quiet. I was going to say something about somebody from Memphis, but I'm like, girl, I put in the comments, how old are you, ma'am? But that's another story, guys. So, yeah, this is what happened. This is what happened. These nasty guys set up and spit in their darn batter. Like, really, literally did it. They did this, guys. Can you believe it? I just can't believe it. They really did it, and they showed it. I was like, oh, my God. I'm serious. I almost vomited right there. I was gagging my ass off. Excuse my French. I was. So, yeah, she said, so serious. It is. She said, it's just craziness. Who's that lady? Disgusting. Nasty. Nasty down. So I love cooking. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes you want to go out and get something to eat. But at the same time, not doing it. That has made me what? Fall back a lot. It has. Right, Cynthia? She said, don't do it. You're right. She said they need to give every customer a gift card for emotional turmoil. Absolutely. Because, again, some of those customers are going to come back. They're going to file what? A lawsuit. Prepare. She said, I'm surprised they have a Chick-fil-A. Is it that serious? Who's that lady? Oh, my gosh. That is craziness. Yes, indeed. But that's what happened, guys, with the Chick-fil-A folks. I mean, that story is trending as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the next story we're going to discuss. I was like, wow, this is interesting. I'm going to bring this to my teaser so they can know that these people are really doing some evil stuff. Okay, this particular story, guys, is somewhat sad. Okay, guys, it's trigger one as well. Somewhat sad. This particular story is about let me see how you pronounce his name. I'm going to say Deontay. Deontay writes, he met his demise via some sneaky, low-down police officers, allegedly, okay? And it says here on the title here, mother of Deontay Wright's son sues for funds raised through the GoFundMe. And let me tell you guys, give you a brief deal of what's going on. His baby, he has a child. This young man, thank you so very much, Cynthia Green. He has a young child, this young man that was KILLED, okay, unalived. He has a young child. Well, his family obtained Ben Crump, allegedly, Ben Crump as their attorney while they were suing this police department. Okay, guys, they're suing this police department. However, you know how once he met his demise, they actually created a GoFundMe, right? The parents did. They created a GoFundMe. Well, Ben Crump allegedly was telling the baby mama that, yeah, you're going to get about 50% of this, the GoFundMe. They're going to split the GoFundMe amongst his kids. I guess he had more than one child. But subsequently, the mother and the father, after they received over $1 million in this GoFundMe, did not give them nothing. They did not give the baby children's mothers nothing. Well, one of the mothers are in the process of suing them, and I don't blame her. But and the thing is, he has said this multiple times, even on the news, allegedly on the news, that she was going to get a part of the GoFundMe money for her child, but they have not given her anything. Do y'all think that's right? Do y'all think that's right? I believe the parents should have shared that with their grandkids, but no, folks are greedy. Folks are selfish, right? Let me get into the story. Just craziness. It's sickening. These people are, I don't understand it. It's just the same thing with Mrs. Bryan allegedly, how she did his parents. She did his parents dead wrong. She did not give them $1, ma'am. And as you can see, y'all notice that she has been going out. We'll get into that. Miss Kobe Bryant's wife, allegedly. Okay, guys, here it is right here. I just thought this was so interesting. I was like, wow, why did the grandparents not give them anything? It says here, this happened in Minneapolis, guys. It says the mother of the son of Deontay Wright, who was fatally shot during a traffic stop by former Brooklyn City Center police officer Kim Potter. Do y'all remember that? Kim Potter? It says here, has filed a lawsuit against a number of the individuals, saying that her son is entitled to half the money that was raised from the GoFundMe. Now, it's going to say this in the story as well, but she did not initially set up a GoFundMe because Ben Crump and the parents were telling her that, yes, we're going to give you money. Yes, you're going to get money from this, but they never gave her $1. And that's the reason why she did not create a GoFundMe for her son to receive funds since his dad had passed away. It says China Whitaker filed suit Monday against the parents of Wright, as well as attorney Ben Crump, y'all, and his firm. So she has filed a lawsuit against the parents and Ben Crump. It says in the suit, Whitaker claims that Crump, who was then acting as her legal counsel, assured her that the money donated to Deontay Wright Sr.'s Memorial Fund would be split evenly between Wright's family and Wright's son as his sole heir. Now, this is what Mr. Ben Crump told her allegedly, okay, guys? It says Whitaker claims that of the approximately $1,039,260 raised through the fund and managed by the Crump's firm, it was managed by the Crump firm. Not one single penny has been turned over to her for the benefit of her child. Not one single penny. It says instead, Whitaker claims the entire sum has gone to Wright's parents, Mr. Aubrey Wright and Miss Katie Bryant. Are they not married? Probably not, because they don't have the same last name. The point is, the parents have not given the grandchild nothing, not $1. It says here, Whitaker said that because of Crump's assurances that her son will receive half the funds, she did not set up a separate GoFundMe for her son on behalf of her son, guys. And that's the reason why she did it, because they said that they were going to give it to her. It was verbally said, even on the news. So she has video of him, Mr. Crump allegedly, and the family telling her that she was going to get half that money, but they haven't given her $1. She said that Crump and Wright's parents have all turned their backs on her and her son. Isn't that interesting? They have turned their backs on her. Money, guys, is the root of all evil. We know this. You turn your back on your own grandchild who is the blood of your child who is unalive. Really? That's just sickening to me. I couldn't. She accuses the group of fraud and misrepresentation and caused to not only give her son half, but also a possible audit of the funds accounting. Yes, little girl. You do that, Miss Whitaker. You have them audit those funds. Where did they go? What did they spend the money on? And give you yours, ma'am. You're right. You're absolutely right. She says that Crump's Wright's parents, like I said, they turned their back on her. She said in the statement Monday, a spokesperson for Ben Crump's law firm said this. Y'all ready for what Mr. Ben Crump's law firm said? Allegedly. It's quotes here. It said, this is strictly a family dispute between the mother of Deontay Wright's child and Deontay's parents, who set up the GoFundMe account in question. Ben Crump Law never handled or controlled the money from this GoFundMe account, which was under the sole direction of Deontay's parents. Ben Crump Law firm did not benefit from any of the funds raised, and we did not accept any fee in this case. Our hearts are always with the family. We pray that they can find a resolution. Baby, they are what? Steering away from that. Are they not, guys? They are steering away from it. But she said that he managed the account, that they managed the account, allegedly, right? Let's take a look and see what the comment says. She says, is the child's mom owed anything? She should be, because guess what? She has his child. She has the victim's child. So how is it that you cannot, share the funds with your grandchild? I don't understand that. That's your son's blood child. E-Money say, wow, why don't they think their son wouldn't want at least some of that money for his child? Right? Absolutely. They know he would, but they're being greedy and selfish. And it's just sad. Like I said, money is the root of all evil. It is. The parents lost their son, so I think they should be able to do what they please with it. You think so, who's that lady? Yes, they can do what they please with. However, they did initially tell this young lady that she was going to get some of that money. See, some people are slick. I'm hoping that they didn't go into this initially, saying that we're going to do her, we're going to tell her that we're going to give her some of the money, we're going to file this, create this GoFundMe, and we're going to keep everything. If that's the case, that's really sad. That's really sad, right, guys? But I don't think that they initially went into it with that, but once they seen all this money coming in, they were like, hell, we rich. Who is she? What grandchild, right? So who's that lady? I think it would be only fair and moral to give their grandchild something. What did y'all say? Put a lip gloss in the chat if you think that her child deserves some of that GoFundMe money. And this young lady said that Ben Crump was her legal representation before. He already knew that these parents was getting this money. She said that he managed the GoFundMe account. So what if you didn't receive a fee, sir? So what? Hopefully this young lady has paperwork, something in writing, receipts, right? She said, not saying it's right, but there's no legal. I understand there's no legality with it. I understand that, but it's just the moral part of it, the moral aspect of it, right? You guys, people ain't shit. You're right, Shannon. They aren't. She says the GoFundMe was for her son who died to pay the funeral arrangements. Ma'am, yes, it was. It was. And they got over $1 million. Over $1 million. And she stated that Ben Crump, allegedly, and the mother and father, she has a video of them saying this, even with the news anchors. So we'll see, guys. I do believe that she does have a case, but in a way she probably don't, because they are the managers of that GoFundMe. They really are the managers of that GoFundMe, not Mr. Ben Crump. So, he probably knows he's going to win that. But I guess she's fired him as her attorney allegedly now. But she should go ahead and create a GoFundMe right now to get her son the money that he's due, that for his needs. She had a baby for him. She should have gotten it in writing. Yes, she should have. Absolutely. Who's that lady? And I do agree. Like I said, it's just a moral thing to do. The good thing to do as grandparents, right? But everybody's not good. All grandparents are not good. They won't be like me once I have grandkids. I will make sure they are taken care of, right? Let me see who all agrees. Shannon agrees. She says Ben Dump, not Ben Crump. Girl, allegedly. Oh my goodness, Shannon is so crazy. Yes, lip gloss in the chat. If you believe that she is owed some of this money, I do believe she is owed some of this money. And the parents are just greedy and evil. They are, allegedly. They are. Like I said, look at Mrs. Kobe Bryant. She didn't give his parents $1. That girl is something else. If you're married to a man and you're not respecting his parents, call him as a beach. And Lord forgive me, see what happened? I guess God say, you don't want to, respect his parents or your elders. Guess what? You won't have him, allegedly. So you never know. Everything is not forever. I keep telling you that. Everything is not forever. Cynthia Green says, I'm so tired of us screwing us. She said, I'm so tired of us screwing us. Right. Over money, lawyers can complicate all good intentions just as long as they get their cut. They don't care. You're absolutely right. And in this case, like I said, the parents should have done right. I'm sure they went and built them a home and bought them some cars. And their son. I mean, I know they raised their son. They had that child and they raised him. But the point is, you have a grandchild. And like I say, that money's going to go bye-bye so quick because I'm sure that, financially, I don't think they would know what they're doing. Honestly, I just don't feel that way. Shannon says, at least a scholarship. A scholarship fund for the child. Something. Put it in a trust until he gets 18 years old. And then that way he can go ahead and, he'll have money. You don't have to necessarily give her the funds in hand, but have something set up, Shannon, right? For that child once he gets older, 18 years old. I mean, it's stinginess. If that's a word, stinginess. Shiesty, as I put it. Shannon says, nope, Kobe parents was out of pocket. They sold a bunch of his stuff for money. Yes, I understand that. They did. And why did they sell his stuff? I would think that because he was not taking care of them. He was not helping his parents. That's what I would think. I really would think that. But you know me, I'm always, the parents and my kids. I should say morally, they should have made sure their grandchild was straight. But legally, they don't have to give her anything. And I understand that. They don't owe her nothing. I understand that. And like I said, she needs to go ahead and do her own GoFundMe. Initiate her own GoFundMe. Get the funds for him. I'm sure she will be able to, it will grow. I'm sure that GoFundMe will grow out. And I will put a note in there that his parents received over. I would put it in there. His parents got over $1 million and did not give his child $1. This is why I'm doing this GoFundMe. And maybe, just maybe, folks will go ahead and start asking for refunds. Hello, thought about that? Hi, Jill's Chocolate Boutique. How are you doing? Thank you so much. Shannon says Vanessa mother tried suing her too. Money turns people evil. Right. I remember her old mother tried to sue her. I remember that. That woman, they had that woman spoiled, but he couldn't spoil his own parents. What's the deal with that? She should have definitely started a new GoFundMe. Absolutely. That's what she needs to do, guys. She needs to go ahead and initiate a new GoFundMe. And I would put a side note that the parents have received over $1 million, but his child has not received anything. His child is in need. His child has to go to school. He has to go to the doctor. He needs school clothes. I would list every darn thing there. I would. Anybody else have any comments about this? I just found it interesting that his parents did not want to. They took all that money. They didn't give her nothing, not $1. So most of you agree with me that she does deserve some of that money. But as who's that lady said, legally, she really can't do anything about that. Just start your own GoFundMe, ma'am. If you're listening, initiate your own GoFundMe and go from there and make sure you bust those parents out. I would virtually. I would tat them up. Yes. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and get off this one. But I was like, wow, this poor child. Let me see. I have a picture of him as well. Guys. Let me see. I know I saved it. Here he is right here. Here's the young man right here that they're speaking of. Very good, handsome young man. And, he passed away at the hands of officers, allegedly. And it's just sickening. And they still have not received any funds from the lawsuit yet. They're going to get more money from the lawsuit, guys. You would think that they would, go ahead and share that money with her, considering that more funds are going to come in. However, she may just be the one to get all the funds from the lawsuit. Ma'am, work on it. Work hard on it, ma'am. Don't do yourself. Right, guys? Let's see here. We have some more comments here before I go away from this story. Cynthia Green said, and if she gets $3 million from the support, I'm sure they will be getting in touch with her. Absolutely. Hopefully she'll get more than 3 million. Hopefully she would get 5 million because they were wrong for that. They were, and I would not give them $1. I'm sorry, but you know how we are as women. We kind of have soft hearts and we kind of feel bad for people, but we got to start getting, learning how to say no. We do. Shannon says, now if people gave for that child and they were deceived, GoFundMe can shut it down. And guess what? She's going to prove it. She's going to prove it from those videos you watch. And hopefully GoFundMe will stop asking for refunds. And GoFundMe do not play. They don't. And I'm thinking that the banks, they will hit the banks. That's how they get that money back. They will hit their bank accounts. She said, I'm sure a lot of people donated to support his son too. But they probably did, but they did not give it to her. They kept the money. I want to know what they did with it. I need to look more into it. She said the child should be getting anything from his estate. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. But again, these parents, they told her, no, ma'am. She said they've turned their backs on her. That's sad. That is really trifling. in my book. One more comment here. Deborah says maybe the parents are just going to take care of him by buying him things that he needs. She said that they allegedly that they have turned their backs on her. They've turned their backs on her. So she is not even hearing from them. She said Ben Crump and the parents have turned their backs on her allegedly. So go ahead and open up your own GoFundMe, Precious. Do that. You don't have to wait on them. Open up a new GoFundMe. And again, this is what the parents did. I'm sure folks will donate to it. Right, guys? Let's see here. Let's go ahead and remove this one. Give me a second here, guys. I was just like, wow, this story's trending as well. Sickening. Oh, gosh, I'm going to say erase the wrong story. But that's her. She said crabs in a bucket. Absolutely. That crabs in a bucket mentality. Right. And it's everywhere. It is. Okay. Let me go ahead and share this particular story. This one is trending as well. And I knew it was going to come to this. Oh, I can't share it. Dang it. It's TMZ. But let me just pull up their picture and we're going to talk about it, okay? This particular story is about these kind folks right here. That is Giselle. I call it Giselle. It's Giselle Brady, and Tom Brady. Well, you know that he came right back out of retirement. He retired. But he came back out of retirement because he was tired of staying at home with her. He was tired of staying at home. And, you know, a lot of these guys that play football, right, guys? A lot of these football players, once they retire, they really don't have anything to do. They feel like they don't have anything to do, right? It's like them coming out the military, right? And they say they're going back into civilian life. So Tom was like, I can't do this. I cannot stay in this house. She probably has been a bugaboo, right? The kids are getting on their nerves. He said, you know what? I'm going back to football. But she did not want that. She did not want that at all. Let me go ahead and take a look at the story from this side. She didn't want that at all. It says here, Giselle threatened to divorce Tom several times before, all over football. And I guess she's threatening him this way, guys, because, you know, he stays gone a lot from practice. You know, they pretty much gone all year round. It says here, Giselle left Tom Brady. She left him recently, declaring their marriage was over. But TMZ, shout out to TMZ, has learned that this was not the first time. So she has left him several times before over football. And I know why she left him, because she's at home alone. And she does travel to his games and everything. But damn, you know, you want your man at home. You want your husband home because he's gone almost year round with practice and all this stuff. I don't think he was ready for that. I don't think he was ready to retire. I don't think he was ready to be at home. Looks like they have 3 beautiful kids. And again, I think that, you know, considering that he was always gone before now, before he retired, he was just like, you know what? Damn, these kids get on my nerves. She get on my nerves. I want to get the hell out of here. And I believe that's what he did. I believe he went back to football because of that reason. And plus, a lot of those football players, they cannot, you know, it's like they still have a itch for the game, right, guys? They do. So I think that's what happened with Mr. Brady. I think he went back because he was just dead tired of it. Cynthia says, Deborah says, oh, wow, that's mean. Yes. Cynthia says, I don't give a damn about Tom Brady, rich people problems. Give me your money so I can fill your plate. Get the hell out of here. Yes, they both rich. You know, she needs to get over it. Ma'am, you're rich. You have a lot of money. But again, she wants love. And I just thought, you know, I would bring it up because this story has been trending a lot. Ma'am, get over it. He's not gonna retire again anytime soon until he just until something happens, till he's injured or he's just too old to play. So she has to get over it. And they make a cute couple and everything, but I think that while he was on the road, he was doing his thing too. So if he's not playing football, he does not have an excuse to get out that house, right? She said she knew his profession before she married him, right? She did. And they have beautiful kids, and both of them are beautiful people, you know. So I just feel, really, honestly, ma'am, you're a beautiful woman. Go find you another husband. That's all I can think of, or keep getting them coins and stack them. Right, y'all? She said Tom could have got an anchor job. Yes, he could have. Guess what? He didn't want to do that. You know why? Because it was like a 9 to 5, most likely. He did not want to take his behind home. Hi, Green Tuss, how are you doing? Hello there. He did not want to take his behind home. So that's the reason why he joined football again. She said, Coach PP football. Yes. You guys remember the alleged story about them cheating and everything, you know, allegedly. They were cheating. Mm-hmm. They were. She said, Tom is fine. Yes, he is. Tom is sexy now. Don't get me wrong. And he's a darn good player. He is an excellent player, excellent quarterback. My kids love them. I say, why would y'all go for the team that wins all the time? Go for the Texans, pump up the Texans, even though we ain't been winning nothing. The point is, just have something to fight for. Don't just go to the winning team. They love the Patriots. But now he's now with the Patriots. He's with, I think, the Bucks or Buccaneers or something like that. And he still plays darn good. So it wasn't because he was with the Patriots. It was because he knew his shit. He knew his stuff. So, Gazelle, get over it, ma'am. You got to get over it. Stop whining, girl. You already knew what time it was when you met him. He's playing football. You had your kids, and I guess she just wants to, have a family, live, for him to be home, and they go on vacations and they, relax. And guys, y'all need to give me a quarter. I need to pay y'all a quarter for every time I say, but that's how I talk. But Tom, he should have stayed home, but he's not going to do it. Most of the football players don't, Gronowski. Bernowski was a darn good football player too. He finally retired, hopefully for good this time. But he's retired, I think, 2 or 3 times, right, guys? And he's darn good. But hopefully this is his last time. Hopefully he'll stay out the game. But it's like they're addicted to it, Let's see if Shannon says allegedly. Oh, Tom and his ex. Wait, hold up. Tom had his ex-girlfriend pregnant when they got together. Yes, they did. Yes, he did. He had the ex-girlfriend pregnant. Guess what he did? He tried to turn his back on her. Did he not, Shannon? Guys, who remember that? Put a lip gloss in the chat. If you remember that young lady that he had pregnant, and once he got with Miss Cutie Pie, what's the name of that thing she worked for? She models for Victoria's Secret model. He dumped that other woman. He dumped her so fast, and then he started claiming that possibly the baby's not his. Really, sir? You doing that? Those kindergarten games? You playing those kindergarten games? Saying that this baby is not yours because you met Miss Sexy Giselle? And he was wrong for that. But he's paying, he's paying out the ass. You already know. But he, she loved him. She did love him, the young lady he was with before. But he just pushed her to the side, act like he was never with her, act like it was a one-night stand, did not want to take care of that baby, didn't even want to acknowledge it. So, yes, y'all know. She said, we haven't forgotten about that deflate gate, Tom. Right. That football was what? Because it gives him a better grip. So, hopefully, he's doing well. And I think he's doing well with them. I think he took them to the Super Bowl. Did he not? She said, yes, actress Bridget Moynihan. Bridget M. was pregnant. Yes, she was. And she had that baby, Giselle. She said the woman didn't even give the baby his last name. I don't blame him. But he was saying that, saying that probably was not his baby. But I believe it ended up being his baby, his child. So we'll see. But Giselle, you have to get over it, ma'am. You do. Because he was with someone when you started dating him too, ma'am. Now, he did marry you. Yes, he did marry you, but he was with a woman. He had a relationship when you met him. Don't play crazy. That's all I'm saying. Okay, well, let's go to this next one. Okay, this particular story here. Now, I could have sworn this young lady right here. Ooh, let me skip that up there. This young lady right here, Chloe Bailey. I could have sworn Chloe Bailey was somewhat of like an innocent, right, guys? Her and her sister, they used to sing together and they rock their head together with their braids and everything. I could have sworn that they were like an innocent, like they were Christians. Am I right? If you guys know about that, put it in the chat. But I could have sworn that they were like Christians, kind of like those Jonas brothers, right? They were trying to do things right until she went solo. And we know once she got solo, she started what? Letting the freakers out, allegedly. She did. She started letting the freak out, and she's very young. Miss Chloe, she does not, come to find out, she's saying that she does not have a great relationship with her parents. And I can't understand that, why she doesn't, but she is basically claiming her godmother instead of talking about her mother and her father. She's claiming her godmother. She said Chloe Bailey believes that although her relationship with her parents is distant, a particular special person in her life keeps her support system solid. Yeah, she probably is a good ear to listen to you, but ma'am, those are your parents. Says the 24-year-old pop star opened up about her relationship with her godmother brings her ease, she says, during a Twitter space stream. So she's saying this godmother is someone that she looks up to, that she doesn't have a good relationship with her family. And I found that very strange that she doesn't have a relationship with her parents. Like I said, I thought they were like Christian Even though they can see their behinds off. I thought they were like Christians, that they were innocent, but we see what happened when she went solo. Now, don't get me wrong, the girl can dance and she can sing too. It's just that, don't start trying to turn your back on your parents once you get up there. It says, she says here, and I quote, I could not do this thing called life without you, Shermae. She's speaking of this godmother. The singer expressed during the stream, you believe in me when I don't. She said, you believe in me and I don't believe in myself. You light me up no matter how strong or weak I may feel. Your mother can do that for you, ma'am. Thank you for being the light in my life. I am so grateful and honored to know you and love you. Ma'am, you should have been saying that about your mother. Because I can understand if her parents were on some kind of substance or something like that. But from what I read, they are not. I believe that they're strict. They were strict. They were trying to put her in check, keep her in check. It says, to all the people saying stuff about me holding my godmom's hand. Guys, I suffer from anxiety. Here we go. She's suffering from anxiety. So what that means, she probably taking a Xanax or two, right, guys? She suffers from anxiety, she explained. Like, you all don't know how bad it is. It's really bad. I'm just saying allegedly. Just suffering from anxiety, that's one of the medications they do give these folks out here that's suffering from anxiety. However, I never vowed to take it because I don't want to be asleep. She said, during the day. She said, I have really, really bad anxiety. Anytime Haley and I are together, what am I doing? I'm holding her hand. The singer continued. Anytime I'm out with anybody, whether it's girlfriends or something, I'm holding their hand. My godmom is like, she is my safe haven and my safe space. And she has to stop wearing rings sometime because I've squeezed her hand so hard, girl. She said her godmother had to stop wearing her rings because she was holding her hand too hard. And I understand people have anxiety. I do, but baby, the way you moving around and dancing and throwing and shaking that ass, excuse my French, I don't look like when you having anxiety to us, right? To us, it really doesn't. But she said she has anxiety problems, guys. What do y'all think? She said, yes, he is raising his son now and he gets along with the baby mama too. But that child support is long as wrong. Oh, yeah, Shannon. Talking about old Tom now. Hope it's not money related. With the parents, no, I don't believe it is money related. I believe that it was like Christian related, like church related. I got to get back into it. But I'm going to see in this story if that was the issue, because I recall reading something to that effect. She said she has to hold her girlfriend's hand. She had to hold. I've never seen her holding anybody's hand. Have y'all? I have never seen that child holding anybody's hand. So, for her to, what I want to say, for her to not neglect her family, but not acknowledge her parents, I just think that's just silliness to me. I really do, guys. What do y'all think? She said her parents probably wanted her to sing gospel music and she was not having it. Could have been Who's That Lady? Absolutely could have been. But, for her to say she doesn't have any relationship with her parents, why not now? What's going on? You have a godmother. I bet that godmother tearing her up with that money too. Is she not? I bet she's every other day she needs some. Right? I bet every other day that godmother needs some. Says Chloe shed light on the other. She said, Chloe, hello, let me skip this. Including her status as a single woman. Let me go down. I want to know what happened with the parents. Hold on, guys. Dang it. It's not on here. I'm not sure, again, what happened with the relationship with her parents, but here's a clip. It's from Twitter. I wonder, can I play this? Bonita Applebaum. I don't want to get struck, guys. So just, look out for the video, guys. It's on Twitter. I don't even have Twitter personally. I know I need to get modernized to get Twitter, but we know that she's saying that she's having issues with her parents. Okay. So, guys, I don't know what y'all think about that. Who's That Lady did make a great point. She said, I don't like gospel music. Oh, you don't? I like old school gospel and keep it moving. They're laughing at Shannon. Shannon's hilarious. Yeah, Miss Chloe, she is, she's grown. I understand she's grown, but don't disregard your parents. That's her. She fine. And like I said, I have never seen this young lady holding anybody's hand, acting like she was scared and had anxiety. I'm just saying, y'all. Let's see. Now, let's go ahead and get down the last story here. I'm just going to pull up these pictures. Hold on, guys. Look at Tasha. Tasha's standing up there looking like a baller, is she not? Looking like she's a classic shot caller, is she not? That's Tasha. You go Cardi B. They matching, aren't they matching? Chocolate and turquoise. Huh? That's some pretty colors for your living room or your bathroom, right, guys? Now you guys already know what's going on with the story with Tasha and Cardi. That Cardi has sued TashaK. We know this. She was awarded $3.8 million, and the latest story has been that when Cardi went to go get the assets, when she went to go seize the assets, that there was only $1,083 in the account. Okay. Now, how many of y'all seen the video of Tasha from Tasha's IG, and she put it on her YouTube channel, guys, where she's showing where she went into the bank to withdraw the last $1,083. How many of y'all saw that video? I know you guys saw that video. And she was basically what? Trolling Cardi, allegedly. She was trolling her. And she said that, she couldn't do anything with $1,083 at this point. She couldn't do anything with that. So what she's going to do, guys, if you have seen the video, she's going to run some type of contest here in October, where she's going to give away that money. She said that she asked a question per this raffle, or whatever you want to call it, that she's asking folks, what would they do with $1,083? What would they do with it? So folks have to send in their take on what they would do with $1,083. Hell, I can pay my light bill, phone bill, rent, half the rent, and a couple of Syntheticas, honey. Send it this way. Yes, we would shake a Synthetica with that money. But she's saying that she's going to give it to some of her subs, one of her subs that wins, if they have the best reason why, what they would do with this $1,083, guys. She says Tasha is messy, but it's going to catch up with her. Absolutely, it is going to catch up with her. She's being funny still, guys. She is still being funny. She's still doing a folio on this woman. And I do believe she was in Africa. I don't care what you say. I believe she's here now. But I do believe she was in Africa, and I believe she took that money down there. What do y'all say? She said, did she really move to Africa? I'm thinking that she has moved most of her assets down there as far as cash, guys. As far as cash, bonds, saving bonds, trust, everything to those African banks down there. Because guess what? Her husband did not come back with her yet. Her husband has not came back. And that, again, that YouTube money is going into somebody's account. Guess what I think it is? I think it's going into the African bank's account. I do. It makes me wonder if she's changed her YouTube channel as far as the payment is concerned. The payment, I believe she hasn't been direct deposited into her husband's account in Africa. That's what I believe. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that her funds from YouTube that are being paid to her monthly is going to Africa? Put a lip gloss in the chat if you believe that. And put a 2 in the chat if you believe that this young lady is really broke. I don't believe she's really broke. I believe that she has taken her money and she has put it away. She has put it away. And she said, oh, now I got a negative $47. She is really trolling Cardi. She is really effing with Cardi. She really is. So Cardi, you're going to have to, I guess, go another route. It's going to take you a little bit longer, rather, for you to get this money, for you to get the money. And I think she's trying to front and she's going to try to make the judge and folks believe that she had to pay all these different bills and stuff. And that's where all her money went. She said it several times that she does have the money. And I do believe, personally, she does have that money. So, again, on a moral side, I think that she should have start paying Cardi, and kept her money here. But on a thug side, the ratchet side, she did what she was going to do. And she pushed that money out to Africa. And yes, she was in Africa. I know she was in Africa. I know she was there. Again, now you seen that furniture? I know she was there. She said, I don't think she's broke, but I think she's playing a very dangerous game. I really do believe she's playing a dangerous game too. And again, I don't think that this young lady is not going to bar jail. If they decide to put her in jail, she's not going to bar it. She's going to get her behind in there and do that time. I'm telling you, she is not going to. She would rather go to jail than to pay Cardi B, allegedly. I'm just saying. But she did. She went in there and pulled the last $1,083 out and said she was going to give it away to her sons, her winos. She said, I just went into the bank. It showed up from the Chase Bank, in front of the Chase Bank. I just went into the bank and I got withdraw the last $1,083. And I don't need it. I can't do anything with that. So I'm going to give it to you. So what I need you, you should have heard her. What I need you guys to do is tell me, what are you going to spend this money on? She even fronted it like her when she went to go buy food that she couldn't cover it. It's a front, guys. We know this is a front. This girl is too proud, allegedly, to go this broke and show folks that she could not afford a meal. Come on now. What do y'all think? Put a lip gloss in the chat if you think that she still has money. I want to know. Lip gloss in the chat if you think she has money. I believe she does, but it's overseas. And like I say, the hood way she did it right. She shot that money overseas. She shot it overseas because she does not want to pay her. Now, what the judge decides as far as her being slick and taking that money out and putting it up, because they are going to request her bank records. They're going to request her financial records, guys. And guess what it's going to show? Her what? Withdrawing millions of dollars, if not thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and shipping it out. And you know, some folks know what to do. Some folks do have connections where they can say, speak to different people at different companies and say, hey, can you please, make it look like I had to pay you $1 million for this? And can you please say I had to pay you this and that? And she probably say, I covered my bills. I had to cover my bills, right? But at the same time, just front. Yeah, it's just a front. Gosh, I've been running my mouth. Dang, an hour went by. I was like, oh, I'm going to come on today for 30 minutes. But, these topics were hot. And I had to talk about it. So, just to do a quick recapitulation, Mr. Biden says what? Ain't nothing wrong with the little trees. Smoking the little trees. He said that. He did. And he is going to what? Get it legalized. He is determined, they say. He is determined, guys. Giselle, ma'am, do what you got to do. That's all I can tell you. Do what you got to do. And guys, I still have this picture. Look at that sofa. That sofa, again, guys, that is not of the United States. I don't care what nobody say. Look at that sofa. I have never seen a sofa like that. They look like a darn, you know what they look like? What does it look like to y'all? It looks like a car sofa seat, doesn't it? It looks like a full car, leather, old school car seat, does it not? I've never seen that sofa here. I don't care what nobody say. I think she was out there. I know she was out there. Here's Deontay. His baby mama's son, Ben Crump's law office, and she is suing the parents for GoFundMe money. She did have him, Ben Crump, allegedly as her attorney, her representation, but she has, I guess, allegedly fired him now because they have not given her none of that darn money. His parents, I believe, morally, y'all should do it. Just be right and do it. Here is Miss LaToya, the mayor of New Orleans. Yeah, ma'am, please pay that money back so you can help the community. Please pay it back. You're taking taxpayers' money to splurge. It doesn't make any sense, ma'am. Stop. And I'm telling you right now, guys, they are going to definitely find something else that this woman has done. Watch. Allegedly. Okay. And then we have who? Miss Chloe. Girl, make amends with your parents. If there's any Christian in you, you would know that you have to honor your mother and father. Honor them. I can understand that they was on some type of substance or they were stealing your money or something, but that's not the case. I remember reading it. It's not the case. And the godmother, I bet she tearing you up. I bet you'd have bought her house, car, and everything else. Ma'am, she's using you. Thank you, Biden. Thank you so much. Look at Tasha. Look at Tasha. Living it up, baby. She looks good on this picture. She really does. And I don't have anything against Tasha at all. I think that she's smart as far as, her channel goes and how to get these stories. And she does have interesting topics. She does have a lot of interviews. I think it's great. But, ma'am, you need to pay that woman. Cardi, you know what to do. Go get your money, ma'am. Go get it, but don't do it the bottom way. Please don't do it. Cardi, you can think of something. Your attorneys can think of something because she does have great attorneys, guys. So, again, I think that this young lady, Tasha, allegedly, that she already knew what she was going to do, guys. But there is a video. If you go to her Instagram, you will see her coming from that Chase Bank, and she took the last 1,083 out of there. And she's going to give it away to her winos. Okay? Queen TashaK is trolling her like the rap girls. Right? Yeah, people think that she's trolling her. But but what we understand is that it's true. That's what she has in that account, $1,083. I don't know what she did the rest of the money, but that's what's in that Chase Bank account. Shannon says, I don't think she's broke. I think she's playing a very dangerous game. Absolutely. Did she really move to Africa? I don't believe she has permanently moved there. I think that she is still here. I believe, honestly, If she was a G, I believe she came back to settle the rest of the assets, get all the money she can, and then hop on the plane, chunk them the deuces. But Tasha, you better be careful, because if the judge decides to what? Take your passport now, you cannot go anywhere. Unless you go the illegal way, you can't go anywhere. And that husband gonna do what? Spend all y'all damn money. You can get ready for that. Allegedly. I'm just saying. Good night, everyone. Good night, Zaga. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Zaga Ashan Official has a channel. I sub to today. I love the channel, guys. Please subscribe to him. She said Boosie. Boosie, he's a whole different ball game. But I noticed that he does so many interviews with that Vlad, guys. Wonder why they always choose him to do an interview with. I guess because they know he's gonna run his mouth, allegedly. She said Tasha gonna end up stinking somewhere. Allegedly. Ma'am, you cannot be playing with people's money. You cannot. You know, Cardi B is she's a celebrity, and Cardi B, she can be about the business when she wants to. I have seen her get out there and scrap. And it's alleged that she was in, with the Bloods, and allegedly. And like the other night, she went out there to meet another rapper artist to swing on her. But the other lady didn't show up until like an hour later after Carter left. So, but Cardi did go out there to fight. You see what I'm saying? So guys, don't let it take you over. Don't. Try your best not to let violence take you over. It's just something that you don't want to do. I've already told y'all that. But I really am so glad you guys came by. I'm so glad y'all came. And again, shout out to my sponsors, to my members of my channel. I appreciate it, guys. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. Guys, don't leave without hitting the like button. Please hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button, but hit a button. Please. We want to get into that algorithm, right, guys? Thank you guys so much. Again, refer the channel if you want to, and you can support the channel if you like to as well. With the sponsors, I am soon I'll be purchasing a green screen because I want to, do other things on this channel. So if you want to support the channel, Cash App is $teasers, or you can become a member. Or you can just hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. She says, why show the world that you are what you are doing? Shouldn't she move in silence? Yes, she should move in silence, but that woman is too proud to move in silence, man. If you speak about TashaK say they have real beef. Why, I don't know, but they do. So we'll see what Cardi B does as far as handling it. We'll see how she handles it, guys. But like I said, I appreciate you guys coming. I really do. Anybody have any comments? Let's see here. Somebody said, thank you, Miss Marie. It's been fun, sis. Enjoy your night. Thank you so very much for coming. I'm glad. I hope you got the notification, guys. Remember, guys, double check if you're all your notifications are set, guys. Okay. And double check if you're subscribed. I really would appreciate it. Again, let's take it on. We're going to see what we're going to talk about tomorrow. And just hit the replay. I love you guys. And I thank you all so much, especially just all of y'all. My members, sponsors, thank you so very much for believing in me. Thank you. You did not have to become a member of my channel. And I really appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. And I will do my best to bring you great commentary, okay? Great stories as well. All right, guys, I guess I'll call it a night. I love y'all. Be good, stay blessed, and have a wonderful, wonderful evening, okay? See you mañana. Look at this thing. It always true, right, y'all? Bye now. Come on, thing.